very hopeful. I've got 2 ice axes today because I'm not going to really get on any snow unless it's sort of steeper and in the gully, so I bought 2 short ones, but we shall see. Woo! Yeah. Here we are in another episode of Hunting Winter, and I'm at Seathwaite. I'm fashionably late as usual, but yeah, if I get to what I'm hoping to get to, we'll have a bit of fun, and I might, well, almost definitely come down with a head torch. If there's not what I'm hoping for, then I'll probably be back a bit earlier. There is the view. There is some snow up there, particularly in the gullies north facing, so we're going to see how we get on. I won't tell you what I'm doing yet. You might have seen it in the title. I don't know what I'm going to put, but today I'm going to do the unusual thing of not waffle and talk and film all the way up. I'm going to just film as soon as we see the objective. So let's get to it, and let's hope we have some fun. Getting on for halfway. Last time I was here was when I filmed the corridor route and did the fundraiser bivvy on the top of Scaffold Pike, and I came down this way and I went in and had a swim in one of the pools down here. It's just over there on the corner, but I won't be doing that this trip because it's a bit brassic. I'm always so tempted to scrap my plans and do something different that I see. I mean, I'm not going to do it, but if this had just a bit more snow, I'd want to just do that line up onto what's that, Allen Crags. That looks fun if it had some more snow. It's a ramp into a gully onto the ridge there. Just a little thing that you'd feel like no one's ever climbed before, although they probably have. Well, we're getting into the winter, and it's just slightly lower than I thought, so it's not just in the gullies, it's lower down. This is all melted a fair bit, but it's frozen again, it's quite solid. So just going to get up here, and then I think I'm going to need to put crampons on, or my micro spikes. But I'm going to need the crampons anyway, so probably crampons, and then we'll just get under Great End and see what's next. Yet again, I was close to not coming, because from my window I can see the lakes, and it was just totally covered in quite a low mist and cloud, 4 degrees, and I thought, it's been raining, maybe there's no point. But you've got to go on your facts rather than your feelings, because I knew, and I'd looked on Facebook groups, I knew there was still some snow and ice higher up, so I took a punt, and it looks like we're going to be able to do something, so we'll get a bit further. Crampons going on. Whew. This is pretty solid as he steps straight through it, but some of it's rock hard, so definitely time. Allen Crags looks a nice objective too. Yeah. Just start to see sprinkling tarn over there. Get my ice axes out. Look at those gullies. Fantastic conditions. I mean, the snow's not everywhere, but where it is, it's brilliant. So I'm just going to head up here and then traverse the snow over there, see what we can find. Saying goodbye to Central Gully now, and we're on the traverse now up here. Beautiful. And I said it before, but I do love these conditions. You can just soak in what feels like a mountain rather than a hill in the winter. I mean, Scafell and Scafell Pike and this area, I mean, it does feel mountainous, I suppose, even in the rest of the year, but it certainly feels mountainous in the winter. It's gorgeous, and we're not got too much wind here, so it's quite comfortable. So you may have seen in my last video I went to Scotland to Ben Louis just to find a bit of winter because most of it had been rained off in the lakes. I turned back because of the extreme wind, and I felt really good that day physically. So today I'm out looking for winter in the lakes. The only place there was a lot of it was Scafell Pike area. So as you can see, there is some. That's the top of Ruddy Gill sprinkling tarn down there. And I am in the vicinity of Custs Gully. I've not done a lot of steep snow and ice work for years. It's always been just like striding edge, up the wall to the top, Brown Cove Crags, Custs Gully, but all relatively simple, straightforwards. I've purposely headed for some pretty steep, hard snow here, and I'm finding it hard going, but also I'm finding I'm having to refresh, you know, crampon technique and stuff like that. So whether I'll get on the top, I don't know, but it's been a really good day just to get into the snow, remind myself of what I can and can't do with my fitness. And that's the point. Obviously, if you push yourself too far, you're not going to be able to either get down or you get stuck somewhere because you're knackered. I don't intend to do that. Yeah, it's funny because when I did striding the other week in the winter, I was absolutely loving it. Plain sailing, never felt my legs. And then on Ben Louis last week, never felt my legs really. It was just a bit of effort because I had head-on wind, but today my legs aren't worn out, but I'm feeling it in my calves because obviously steep compact snow with the crampons is quite a thing, and even like the hands, using my hands a lot more with the axes, it's yeah, I'm gonna have to take my time. But anyway, we're faffing around, we're having a good time, and we found a bit of winter, so it's all good. There's a belay point here. Someone's left something there. I don't know what that's for. So I'm going to just carry on up here a bit, have a look. There's a couple of gully type bits here. Just going to have a look because it's quite late. I don't know. I don't really want to not do Custs Gully because that's what I came for, but I've ended up doing a bit of practicing and yeah, wasting a bit of time, but also it's important. If I'm going to get out a few more times this year in the winter, I want to know where my boundaries are. Anyway, so we're going to pop up here and then I'll have a look at the time, see how much time we've got. It's only about 50 degrees here, but I'm taking it easy. A, I don't want to wear myself out. B, I'm on my own, so easy peasy. So I spent ages, I've climbed up there and around into the bottom of the gully and then looked at the time. I don't think I keep choosing little lines for a bit of practice, forgetting I've got an objective, and now I've run out of time. So I'm traversing down here, and then I'm going to go down the snow back towards Sprinkling Tarn, probably call it a day. But it's been quite valuable today, just sussing out what I want to come out for, and I need to leave more time. I only left the car at 11:30, and it's dark at 4, and by the time you faff around, when the cloud's down, you've got no light once the sun starts going down. I'm alright on the paths in the dark, but yeah, I should have left more time for today, and then I could have got up, gone into Custs Gully and finished the job. But the primary thing today was just to hunt some winter down, and I've done that. I'm just annoyed that this is the second time out in a row where I've not got to my objective. So I'll have to up my game next time. Get in there. The hills. This is good though, isn't it? This is very firm. So yeah, definitely couldn't do these things just in your boots. You're going to need some crampons. Got some new mountain equipment, gloves, they're fantastic. My old snow ones, my skiing gloves that I've been using for like 20 years have started to fall apart, and they get wet every time. So give mountain equipment a go. Right, snack, then get moving, because it's quite late. I started to come down, and then I realised it'll be easier if I traversed a bit further, and then I sort of recognised where I was, and I thought, I'm not far from Custs Gully at all. So here we are. I've gone back up, and we're going to have a look. I might down climb it and then go down from here to make it shorter, or I might pop over Great End. That's probably the easier one. I've got an hour and a half before I need to worry about light. As long as I'm on the top by then, I know the way down. Yeah, but let's get into the gully. It looks lovely. Looks spot on, brilliant. Yeah, I'm chuffed. I nearly went down again. see if it's worth doing the whole thing or just having a play and then come down whatever way is the quickest. Years since I've been here, I reckon. There's the rest. Not far, I'm halfway up here, so it's not far now. It's not a very long gully, and it's only about 45 to 50 degrees. There's a couple of steps up there, but it's banked in snow to make it easier. When there's no snow, it's harder. So I've redeemed this. So I was a bit miffed that I hadn't gone up the gully, and then, like I said, I thought, well, actually, I don't think I'm far. So, now we're in it. Yeah, just over half. So, I'll just nip up to the top now. And we better make our way down before the sun goes down. Whoa. Fantastic. I've been saying about coming back to this gully for years. If you look on my Great Gable Wild Camp, I said about, should I go over there and do Custs Gully? Then on my, I think it's my Landfoot Dub film, the Wild Camp there, I think I mentioned it on that one, and I think I even mentioned it on my Scaffold Pike Bivvy. So yeah. But I know then I said no, I'll save it for winter. So now I'm here. I've done a winter gully for a couple of years, as you know, so that's good. So let's get up here and finish this lovely little gully. Calves are doing better now, I don't know why. Oh, I'm elated, I really am. Yeah, easy now. Drops down to like 40 degrees. Straight out onto the windy top. In fact, before I get to the top, I'm going to put my other coat on because it's going to be cold up there. Woo. That's it. Whoa. Took a bit to climb over the crux because there wasn't anything for my crampons. Done. Moody place, isn't it? Moody. I'm going to get just there and put my coat on. Okay. Coming down today a slightly different way than I normally do for Great End area. So it's been in the fog with the snow, and yeah, you definitely got to make sure you are navigating in some way or other when you come down from scaffold pipe area at all, because you're often in the cloud like this, and particularly if it's misty and it's snowy, navigation isn't a case of just following paths, because you might not see any. It's been fab. It's been fab. I hope you like Custs Gully. I've wanted to get back there for ages. It's sort of short and sweet, but today with the firm neve and no footprints to sort of get any steps in, it still took a fair bit of effort, but it was probably all the more enjoyable for that. I think it was very good for me to get it in a sort of virgin state, because yeah, it felt a good little climb, and the fact that I knew it wasn't too long made it bearable. Anyway, that's it for now. The other thing I was going to mention is in the snow, especially when it's half and half like this, with a bit of fog, places look just 100% different. I looked down there and I thought, that doesn't even look like where I'm going, and I had to double check on the map and on the compass, but I'm exactly where I know I am, but it just looks so different. Yeah, so sprinkling time is down there. In the distance you can see the snow in the fog, but that's over on Great Gable, so it looks like the whole thing's like one block there. There's Great End there, and yeah, it just looks so different with the strips and stripes, and you can't tell the distances. So interesting. But that's another thing that can fool you when you're navigating. Places look different. You can even convince yourself, no, that's not it, and it is.